YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. I'm going to bring you what's hopefully the remainder of the Otomo campaign. You can see here I'm recruiting some troops to bring down here towards Kyoto. And I have kind of a hunch that things are probably about to get more complicated. It seems like every time I get to the end of a campaign, the AI starts to pull out the stops and do some unexpected stuff. So I'm guessing that even though I'm building an army here, that the Imagawa are probably about to pounce on me. And so I'm going to go ahead and move my I'm going to move this army here with my Dunderbuss Cav up to this area to reinforce them. I'll leave my general here, or this is my daimyo here. And it's been pretty awfully quiet from the Chosokabe for a long time, so I got a feeling that these folks are up to something. I've got this big old navy up here in this choke point that's really not doing much. So I'm going to pull it down here just to see what's going on. And we'll see what the Chosokabe are up to. Let's see, let's take this army that I've got here. Let's move it down to my capital. I'm going to recruit a couple more Tursos in my capital. Turcos, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I just got a funny feeling. I know how these things go. It seems like every time I get to the end of a campaign, something goes crazy. So let's go ahead and end this turn and see what happens. Hojo moving around behind me, not really worried. There's some Chosokabe. One of them like sped through that choke point as soon as I opened it up. Sui still at their antics there. Looks like they're gonna go kill my Metsuke or put him in prison. I don't know. Yeah, that sucks. Those Metsukes help with my income, so I don't like to see them go. Okay. See, I got some mounting unrest going on. Setsu is one of the areas of mounting unrest. I'm assuming that Metsuke was making folks happy there. Well, I think for the sake of... I can wait. I'll go ahead and put that general there. And then let's unexempt Setsu from taxes to go ahead and capitalize on that. Yeah, I got a feeling the Imagawa are about to pull something funny here. We got $10, says they're about to do something. So I might go ahead and humble them a little, like maybe come in here and take this province up there just to kind of be a barrier. And I also got a feeling that the Chosokabe are up to something. It's just been too quiet from them. I'm going to kind of sail around a little and just kind of do a little scouting. Huh. Don't see anything on either front there. I think we're safe. My reinforcing troops that I recruited should be on the way down now. Some of those troops are going to go to this army, and some are going to go to the other. This army is pretty powerful, to be honest, though. Not melee-wise, but from a range component, they're very powerful. Let's go ahead and end on one more turn and see what happens. Okay, I got my reinforcements down to my capital, so my capital will be quite strong now. Oh, yep, I saw a Chosokabe fleet there with a landing force on it. I knew those scumbuckets would be up to something. We're going to go sink that fleet. I don't know exactly where it was, but I saw it. Okay. I saw it. There it is. Okay, yeah, the Chosokabe have a big army that was going to try and sail around me and get to my island. They were probably going to come right up here. I do not think so, dirtbags. So look at this. This is a fleet that's like barely being held together. You got 10 guys on this boat, 14 on this one, and 40 on this one, and yet it's carrying a big old giant army. So that is not going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and auto-resolve that, sink their fleet. They can think again. Okay. I'm going to keep this boat nearby to watch for... That ought to slow the Chozokabe down for a little bit. And now we can get back up here. And I say we go hammer Wakasa here. Oh, yeah, look what I found. Look at that. I'm 2 for 2 now. The Imagawa are about to pull a big stunt here. Oh, man, that's a bunch of craps what that is. Yeah, full of samurai here. Tons of samurai. So what I'm going to do is back up here closer to my own land so that they have to attack me. And then I can kind of camp and shoot the death out of those guys. Yeah, a bunch of dirtbags. I knew the AI was going to have a little trick up their sleeve here. Boy, I'm kind of tempted to land on Shikoku now. I just don't want to get too spread out. That ticks me off, those backstabbing jerks. Yeah, that makes me pretty mad. Minister's Settlement. Okay. Alright. Let's end this turn and see what happens. Hopefully the Imagawa will attack my huge army up there. That'll give me a chance to put some pain on them. I'd really like to hurt the Imagawa pretty badly, just to kind of temporarily take them out of the fight while I try and seize Kyoto. Man, I knew the AI would be up to some kind of antics here. Those little landings they like to make. I'm going to leave that army right there inside my territory so that bow cavalry train. The Imagawa aren't making a move because they know that I've got a big army here. I've got a ninja up there sabotaging me. I could have been better prepared in the fact that I could have had a ninja, but I do not. The Susui are rebuilding a big army down here by my library. Those Chozokabe. That ticks me off, them pulling that stunt. Okay. Alright, let's end another turn. I'm waiting on these reinforcements to get there just so I can go ahead and hit Kyoto and take it. Once I take Kyoto, it'll give me kind of a huge bastion, and then they'll probably focus a lot of their attention there too. Boy, they've got a lot of enemy agents after me. Yep, there come the Imagawa. Good. This is a very, very tough army that they're bringing here. Better than mine. However, I've got a lot of matchlocks. I got Dunderbuss, Bocav. Hopefully I can make something happen here. Now, the chances of me actually being able to shoot these Yaricab with the Dunderbuss is slim to none. I really want to make sure that my Dunderbuss gets saved to shoot the enemy infantry in order to tip this fight in my favor, and then also my Tersos will have to help tip it in my favor. So I'm going to hopefully find a nice defensive spot and win this battle. Okay, I'm going to explain my battle strategy just a little bit here. I've got my archers up front, and they've deployed defenses. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and see, so this kind of falls off. Okay, it's not like a downhill really, but it's pretty close. I'm going to back up these. Let's check line of sight. Ooh, I kind of have some line of sight issues here. Yeah, okay, so I know what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to start the battle. I'm going to move up my archers. Move up my Tersos. I want really good line of sight here. But I'm going to keep my Yari Ashigaru. Right behind these deployable defenses, because I want it to kind of disrupt the way the enemy can attack me there. Actually, I think I'm just going to move forward because it'll give me a better position on the battlefield. Okay. Let's take these Bocav and get some shots. I am going to have to be kind of far up here with my camera. I've got my general dismounted already. Look at my spear walls caught up on this. Okay. we can take some shots with my bow cav. There's an enemy Yari cav coming over the ridge.
Our hidden units have been discovered, my lord.
Okay, my bows, I'm gonna now pull out of the way. This way my tersos can get maximum shots here, and I'm gonna pull them back now too. One of my Turcos got hit from behind. Okay. I'm gonna jet through this vicinity right here. Oh, my Dunderbuss must have shot up an enemy cav unit. Okay. In the center, I'm probably not doing great. I'm actually going to take these Tersos off fire at will and go into melee combat.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
Bow cav got caught up here, took out that enemy cav and pushed forward here. Okay. My Dunderbuss just took out a pretty good shot at one of those enemy generals. I'm trying to kind of lure this enemy general out. Looks like we can take these guys out here. Charge down here. Okay, those guys are engaged there. Try and get engaged with the enemy general. Okay, I didn't do this very beautifully, but I've definitely beaten the Imagawa here.
My lord, a glorious victory will soon be yours.
My Dunderbuss must have accidentally shot up one of those cav units when I wasn't watching. Yeah, definitely an ugly fight, but it did the trick. That stand and fight in the center made my Yari Ashigaru extremely strong. I really need to put a missionary down into one of these armies to help boost their morale. It's something that I'm not taking advantage of that I really should, and of course whenever I play the Yosegi campaign I plan to take full advantage of that, especially since I'm going to have warrior monks and other stuff. I want my units to have insanely high morale, that way they'll just kind of slice through enemy units. Okay, there's the results. Nothing spectacular. One of my Portuguese Turcos here got 162 kills, which is pretty impressive. Bow cavalry got a lot of kills, mopping up the enemy cav. Dunderbuss cav. I didn't even do much with them and they still got kills. So that'll wipe out one Imagawa army. Okay. I think I'm going to move down here real quick and actually capture this. Oh wow, there's still a huge army of Imagawa down there. I'll take them out before we finish this too. I'll move my troops back up here so they can retrain, and then I'll move down, take out that Imagawa army, take Wakasa, and then I'll just leave it there so that I kind of have like a buffer zone that will keep me aware of whether or not I'm facing an enemy threat here. Trying to think here, I need to get rid of a couple of units. Probably don't need these extra matchlock units, to be honest, because I'm about to go siege Tokyo, or Kyoto, sorry, not Tokyo. Oh, I can have one more though, I'll take it. Okay, we'll just garrison that matchlock unit. And we'll take these guys over here to the bridge, just outside of Kyoto. I'm gonna actually... Well, you know what? That's my daimyo. It is a river crossing map, but I think I'm gonna take this fight. Look, they've got all bow samurai and Yari samurai. The Yari Samurai are quite good, but I've got all these Katana Samurai, and then they've got all these general units. That's going to be the only real issue I've got here. So I might run my... Wow, that's a lot of general units. Huh, I think we can make this work. I'm going to fight this, and we might just go ahead and knock out the armies of the Ashikaga right now. Here we are on the eve of battle against the Shogun. Ought to be interesting. There is a big hill that they can camp on, and I imagine that's what they'll do.
お主らの大名であってよかったと改めて思う。いざ、上りを高く掲げ、我らの進軍を敵に知らせるのじゃ。
Silent cheers there, huh? Must be some sound issues.
敵にとってはここが正念場。しくじれば歴史にも残らん。いつの日か歌人が悲しい歌にして読んでくれることであろう。この足利侍ども。戦に出るくらいならば自害すればいいもの。少なくとも
I like my daimyo's way of thinking. They should all just kill themselves rather than fight.
兵の数を見れば一目瞭然。数も少なければ兵力も大したことはない。今日の戦、お主らに不名誉は一切ない。お主らは一門の歴史に名誉ある一巻を書き加えるだけじゃ。
For some reason the cheering screwed up. Oh well, so here's what I think's going to happen. I think the Ashikaga troops are going to immediately run to the top of this hill, and that the reinforcing troops are just going to sit up there, and I'm going to have to pick them out with my bow cav. That's just my guess, though. So what I'm going to do is form up the bulk of my fighting infantry into kind of just a blocky, safe kind of shape here. And just so that I can quickly run them forward. And then I'm going to take my cav, bow, and katana. And let's see. Let's get things started. The first AI forces are actually coming right towards me, and it's a light cav unit. I will gladly accept their suicide. I'm gonna keep moving up here. My bow cav is so shoved up that it can easily destroy a light cav. And then my katana cav, of course, is fresh, but it came 2 chevrons. I'm just going to charge that light cav with my own bow cav. That way I'll take fewer losses from making sure to countercharge. Throw my katana cav in here to try and knock them out. Okay, initial wave of enemy troops is down. What the rest of these troops is going to do is a mystery to me. I'm thinking they're going to hill camp. I'm kind of surprised, honestly, that that first group of light cav there came at me. This is obviously not a hill that I want to run an assault on, as you can see that it would be very difficult. So I will await the Ashikaga troops in a spot where I will have the most matchlock efficiency, which is right here. Okay, right now the enemy troops are still just moving onto the battlefield. Let's see if we can tempt a couple of enemy general units down here to face my katana cav. Yes, the AI is going to just camp. So I will approach the hill from this direction where I maintain matchlock line of sight. I'm going to let my men rest once they get over there, as my men are going to be quite tired. I'm going to try and lure some of their troops out into a fight. This is probably why I shouldn't have attacked them, because now I'm going to have to get them to come down from this hill. It seems like every time I attack the computer, the map mysteriously comes with a ginormous wooded hill that acts as like the perfect campground. If I assault them on this hill, though, I'm going to take massive losses. Oh, bow samurai, pull back, pull back, pull back. Might see if I can get my katana cab into those bow samurai. Do a quick charge in and out. Yeah, those are all bow samurai. I don't see a Yari samurai anywhere near. Okay, enemy general's unit is going to countercharge me, so I'm going to try and lure it out. And there's a Yari samurai coming out now, too. Those bows got more kills on my cab than I would have liked to have seen. Okay, that Yari samurai is kind of coming down, but they're not going to follow me all the way out of here, I don't think. If they do, I'd be more than happy to kill them. I'll keep giving them something to think they're going to get me. Just put my guys on skirmish here so that they stay away. Alright, I should be able to pick apart these Yari samurai now. Got my guys on skirmish with an attack order, so just use this as an opportunity. They didn't have all that many Yari samurai, and if I can take these guys out, then I won't feel so scared about rushing up that giant hill. Alright, I hate doing this because it's boring, but it's honestly the best way for me to do this. I wish the AI wouldn't do this kind of crap, like just camp up on the hill, but that's what they do. Or if they're going to camp on the hill, they should at least be smart enough to not come running down and get picked to pieces by bow cav. Okay. I think what I'm gonna... gosh, all those enemy general units kind of worry me. I don't really want to take my Yari Ashigaru up the center because they'll get destroyed. I really want to lure these guys out into a fight. Maybe I'll move my army closer and see if I can get them to start chasing my army. I'm going to kind of move my guys way up on their extreme flank here, and then perhaps I can get their army to turn as well. It's hard to see when you're fighting in the woods. Gosh, it's annoying. I wish I had that Spears of Shizugatake unit here. I think I'm going to go ahead and ungroup that Yari Ashigaru. And then what I'll do is put it behind these matchlocks here, and I'll go support my cav with this unit. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward for a second until it gets over there. I don't want to run it because it'll get tired. And what I'll do is I'll push the Yari Ashigaru up to kind of flush some units out, perhaps get some units to charge, and then I'll use my cav to help mop them up. And if too many of them turn their attention to this flank over here, then I'll try and make a push with this army. I'm just really worried about the height advantage that the enemy is going to get in this particular case. Okay. Getting big time lag right there. Okay. I'm going to run this Yari this way. Actually, I'll just walk it because it can sneak. Okay, that's a bow samurai. The entire enemy army is moving at this point. Oh wow, these enemy generals are actually going to engage my katana with the support of my Yari. That is a fight I will be more than happy to take. I'm going to turn my bow cav off fire at will and charge them into this as well. See if I can get them behind. And then the AI is committing a Yari samurai and all the remaining generals units. So I'm actually going to pull back behind this spear mess with the rest of my guys. And I'm going to use this opportunity to start running up the hill with the remainder of my army. I've got the AI committed into a fight that it really doesn't want to be in right now.
My lord, their general has fallen. A cutting blow.
Okay. Let's see if I can get up here and run a hammer and anvil blow on this big blob of enemy troops. Pull back for just a second, actually. Okay, there's one enemy general unit in my way. I'm gonna run all my guys onto it. It's dying quickly. Okay, this unit got some matchlock shots. I'm gonna fall back. There's another enemy general unit coming in the vicinity. I'm gonna hit these Yari samurai in the back real quick. See if I can rout them before they rout my Yari Ashigaru. So they're gonna get hard from behind by a horde of cavalry. And indeed, it does rout them. Okay, this Yari Ashigaru is going to survive to fight another day. Oh, I'm getting chased by a Yari Samurai, which routs from all the matchlock fire. That actually kind of surprises me. I wouldn't have thought that I'd be able to rout their Yari quick enough. Okay, so this little flanking operation over here did badly damage the enemy troops. I'm going to pull back even further to get these guys out of the woods. My cav is pretty beat up, so I'm going to be careful because I don't want to lose them here. The enemy troops are going to be coerced to come out of the woods, I think. Or nope. Gosh darn it, now my group's all screwed up. I accidentally hit the wrong button. Alright, ungroup everything. Let's get my bows up to the front. I'll engage in a bow fight here. And my matchlocks. Okay, the AI just ran right back up to the top of the hill. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do then. I'm just going to march these Yari Hashikaru to the top of the hill. I'm going to move my bows up to start laying down fire. And I'm going to take all my I'm going to take a couple of Katana Samurai up the center. I'm going to take a couple up this flank. And I'll just move my matchlocks to this flank. Okay. Get all my troops in position. I'm pretty sure I can easily surround them for the rest of this. Sorry, I'm not getting the best views. I have to stay zoomed out or else I won't be able to see what's going on. Okay, my guys are actually coming under bow fire. I'm going to hide them here in the woods for a moment. And let my own bows skirmish while they rest. Because the computer will most certainly just sit there and target your infantry. They're happy to do so. Bring my cav forward and this extra infantry up here. I'm also going to push my matchlocks on this flank.
Our hidden units have been discovered, my lord.
Okay. Alright. I think I'm ready to make this assault. I'm going to hit all these bows in the back right about the same time that all my other troops should be arriving in combat. And I'm hoping it'll cause a chain rout. My cav's kind of blobbed up, but oh well. I shouldn't lose much of it. Yeah, it's going to cause a chain rout. There we go. Routed out what's left of the Ashikaga forces. It was a boring, ugly battle. Not real exciting. And I had to do it from some crappy angles, so I may let them retreat and go back to the castle and rebuild a little so that I can actually show you a worthwhile fight. Because that was